Yes, got it going. Right. So, just want to see how. Yeah, it's working. Stick. Got it working. Right. How many? Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Much, much appreciated. Thank you. Hello. How are we? How are we? Yes, doing something a little bit different because I've been wanting to do something like this for a while, but I've just never really had the what you would class the the uh the tools to do something like this. And I just thought to myself, with me hitting 10,000 subscribers, I just thought I'd do something a little bit of a different, bit of a live stream for Saturday. Because, like, let's be honest, if you're not a royalist, there's not a right lot on, is there? So I just hit up on this idea. I thought, now I've hit this 10,000 subscriber, and just give me a quick minute. I just want to sort out my. Just want to sort out my one thing. So yeah, at the moment I'm just playing it by ear, just learning as I go. So if I'm not very entertaining at the moment. If you like fuck ups, I probably am entertaining. But anyway, how are you all doing on a Saturday night? Oh. See, this is the thing when you don't really know what you're doing. So, I'm just trying to sort out my. Right. I'm trying to sort out my chat. This is how we're going to do it for a bit. Just going to play it by ear for 5 minutes, and then we'll get on with what I wanted to do. Because I can't really see what you're saying at the moment, so I'm just going to do it this way. Just give me a minute. Right. Right, there we go. There. It was just. See, it's just been doing my head in. And once I can get myself sorted, I'll be fine. Sorry about this, guys. And oops. Come on. Get in there, you. There we go. We got there in the end. The trouble is that's. Oops. That's a little bit too. That's, even though I can't see. See what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just learning as I go. I think what I'll do is next time I'll do a live stream, I'll do something different with that, because that's too small for me, especially for my pins, because I'm blind as fuck. Pardon my French, but we've got Plan B anyway. Anyway, how you all doing anyway? Yeah. So, my God, 22 in the chat. My God. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought I'd be just talking to Reg, Steve, and Patch the dog. But let's say good evening. Simon says 55, and Mark tickety boo. And thank you for happy birthday. Yeah. Hello there, Dream Dance and Tom Nelson and Matt Cordin and Simon says 55. What did you say? Congratulations on 10. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was. I'm still flabbergasted with me. I was thinking, why would anybody want to listen to this dour, boring old Yorkshireman? But yeah, I'm just been pleasantly surprised. Yeah, Ronnie H. It is a pleasant surprise even for me. I even cracked out the Magners, not the champagne. Magners cider. Keeping it real. But yeah, like I was saying, it's one of them situations where if you're not a royalist, it's just struggling. Well, for me, I've got the cricket. I've had the cricket on, so I've been basically just been watching that, but that's finished now, and I think, what the hell am I going to do? I ain't going to watch The Masked Dancer. No chance. I would rather soak my balls in vinegar and scrape them across broken glass than watch that nonsense. But anyway, anyway, let's get on with what I wanted to do. Celebrate me 10,000 subscribers. I just wanted to basically, I had an idea, thought, right, I will get my Twitter account, because I've been absolutely bombarding my Twitter, because I need something to do. I don't mind the morning for a day, but I can't do 10 days of morning. No, not for me. It's not for me. But anyway, sort of like, I did a few little things where we just entertain myself. There's some bit comedy in here, and there's odd little news inklings that I wanted to put out. But anyway, let's get on with it. This is quite. This is what I class as quite the a very good. I've forgotten her name. I think she does a podcast called Politics Girl, and I've seen her do a couple of bits on a YouTube channel called Midas Touch. They're pretty good, actually. I think you should give them a subscribe. They're top class, some of the stuff they do on there, and some pretty good stuff on political politics. And this, she does a bit of a 2-minute video where she basically just says some of that I was thinking myself, and she just hit the nail on the head, where she talks about where are all these lawyers, and she comes out and she's very, very good. Okay, enjoy.
Let's work from the premise that Donald Trump is completely innocent. Let us begin from the starting point that Trump is a completely innocent billionaire who is an amazing president, a brilliant businessman, and is being unfairly targeted by an overzealous, corrupt Justice Department. Let's just say all of that is true, which I believe is what some people feel. If that is the case, then where are his lawyers? I don't mean the ex-OAN host supermodel he met at Mar-a-Lago, or the ex-Bannon low-level defense lawyer he hired without meeting, both who are now in legal trouble themselves. I mean, where are the top-of-their-class Harvard Law School defense attorneys out of New York, or Dallas, or Miami, or Los Angeles? I mean, this is a high-profile client, a Republican billionaire ex-president. Who wouldn't want to represent him? Especially if you're working from the premise that he is completely innocent and the subject of a gross overstep by the FBI, and there is endless proof that everything he's done is completely justified. Where is the crack legal team? Where are the firms charging thousands of dollars an hour? He should have the best legal minds in the country tripping over themselves to represent him. Where is the team put together from the Federalist Society lawyers? Leonard Leo and Donald Trump had a deal. They support him to become president, and they get to pick all of his justices, including the 3 Supreme Court picks. Being the frontrunner for the Republican nominee for president should give Trump first draft pick of any top-notch conservative lawyer he wants. So where are they? There was a period of time just after the 2020 election when he was represented by a great firm in New York, but they quit before they took his stolen election case to court. That's how we ended up with Jenna Ellis and Rudy Giuliani. No one else would do it. Why not? Who doesn't want to represent the President of the United States? Especially if there's tons of evidence proving his case. Careers are made on such high-profile wins. So where are the conservative Republican bulldog defense attorneys? Where is Trump's Johnny Cochran saying if it doesn't fit, you must acquit? People represent guilty murderers all the time for profit and high-profile wins. Which lawyer turns away a rich, innocent, high-profile client? It's a legitimate question. Because no matter what you hear on TV or Truth Social or Facebook or from Trump himself about planted evidence and a corrupt FBI or declassified information, ask yourself, then where are the lawyers? Because if everything Trump and his defenders have said is true, then there would be a line around the block to represent him, but no one is there. So next time you go to defend him, ask yourself why no one who would make money from doing the same thing will take the job. Because I think that tells you everything you need to know.
True, and yeah, it's just like you say, some of his lawyers, and they're absolute complete crackpots, aren't they? You know, I won't let him lead my dog. You know, good God, they're absolute fruitcakes, aren't they? And yeah, the more it goes on, I've seen some great people who do stuff on YouTube, and they go through it and they say they make absolute cardinal mistakes, you know, boy school errors, and it's there is any lawyer worth of salt, they won't touch that clown with a 10-foot barge pole, would they? Oh, good God. But yeah, oh, thanks, my lazy Sunday. Yeah, I'm quite pleased and proud as punch. That's the reason why I just decided to do this little surprise live stream. I could have basically, you know, I could have put that it all up, say yes, at so-and-so time I'm going to do a live stream, celebrate me my 10k subscribers, and then you all get up, come and get ready, and then it all descends into a big pile of poo and leave you all very disappointed. So I'd rather just do it this way, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I feel as though I'm not letting you all down, you know. But yeah, oh. Yeah, even in congrats on 10k, keep up the good. Yeah, thank you. You know, I think it's probably one of the most hardest thing I've ever done is this channel, but it's been quite rewarding. But anyway, let's talk about me. I'm not Dan Wotton. What a cretin that man is. Oh, this is funny. What a naughty boy. His little face gets, you can tell he gets all emotional. Look at his face.
What is your name? My name's Donnie.
Oh, God, lad. Oh, it just made me chuckle his face at the end. He's the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen. Made me laugh. Oh, these are doing the Liz Truss cursor. You're seeing her do that curtsy. Think, what are you doing? That's just bonkers. See, the thing is, I've noticed about her is everything just seems incredibly forced, and even when she walks, it looks incredibly hard work, doesn't it? You know, it walks, and she's got a very light voice as well. She has just everything is all fake about her, and I don't think she'll last that long, will she? She will not. She will not. Yes. One thing I've always loved these sorts of videos, because they always make me chuckle is these animal ones. You know, do I have to do everything myself, human? on, go on. Oh, yes. I say, I've not really got it planned. I wasn't really going to do much about the Queen, but this tickled me. You've got to have a listen to this. It's not what you expect.
And on the balcony there, the trumpeters, the state trumpeters of the household cavalry.
Whereas it has pleased Almighty God.
It's what she would have wanted, don't you think? That's brilliant. I'm not really taking much interest in, because I've just done the run. Because when you're getting the running commentary from people like Darren Grimes and Dan Wootton, I've just seen the latest video of him doing his solemn Nigel Farage, where he's just on the off chance he's just walking past Buckingham Palace and he sees a florist and he thinks, I know I'm going to go to Buckingham Palace and do my solemn morning look wearing sunglasses, and accidentally, on purposefully, there's one of his cameramen are there to film it. What a shocker. I can just imagine him saying it to him, what are you doing here? Fancy meeting you here. Why are you here? Well, you told me to. You want me to. Yeah, of course. Just film me put these flowers on, wearing my sunglasses, and then doing the. What a cretin that man is. Yeah, exactly. When Rick Astley, I would just fell about laughing. I just thought it was so funny. But you can't beat a bit of gallows humour. But yeah, you see them all, they're doing all this, putting the flowers down and the intention-seeking, milking this for all it's worth. Now, I've been hearing whispers that Darren Grimes has got the boot from GBBs, and from quite a few people. And from what I've heard, I get the feeling he was the last to know. Oh, what a shame. Oh, Darren Grimes, welcome to the world of capitalism. But yeah, when I heard that, it just made me chuckle. Yes. Look at that dog's face. It's really enjoying it. Try getting my dog in the bath. Oh, good God, she's only a Patterdale, but no, she won't have a bat of it. It's a battle and a half just to get any water on her. She won't have it. Tough as old boots she is. But yeah, look at that. This is the life he's seen. Yeah, that's what I mean. Maybe he's got a face for it. Maybe he should go into radio because he's got the face of it, hasn't he? Somebody put Brexit buster has hopeless right-winger Grifter Grimes finally been given the order of the boot by KGBBs. He has announced on Twitter that he's off air this weekend, wondering if he's following Andrew Brill O'Neill out the door, asking for a friend. The old crafty one here looks like he's on his way out. Oh dear, never mind. Such a shame. Never mind. Yeah, this is Dizzy Lizzie's best appointment so far. Michael Fabricant MP appointed Secretary of State for Rugs. He'll do a bang up job, won't he? Yes, well, why not? Because let's be honest, the Jacob Rees-Mogg did Minister for Brexit Benefits, even though they didn't find any. So why not have him Secretary of State for Rugs? I remember when I saw that, I chuckled. That was funny. Yeah, this is us men will understand. understand. She wants to know where you were last night and why you didn't answer your phone or reply to her text, and where is this relationship going, even going anywhere. Yes. Yes. We've all been there, men, haven't we? Yes. We can all relate, can't we? Where did you go? Who did you speak to? Who did you not speak to? Who was that woman you were looking at? And what time do you call this? You said you were only going for a beer. Saying is, what you ladies fail to realise is that beer is that big. I know this is a little bit off the cuff, but stuff like this, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's just that I'm just having a bit of a celebratory drink and a bit of a live stream. Just say thank you for getting me to 10,000 subs. Oh, yes. Recent budget cuts at Wayne's Enterprise hit the new Batmobile hardest. You go, Gad. You go, lad. Yeah, have you seen this? Stars you mean to go on, and you just say, really? When you watch, see her face, she's had that look in her face of say, oh my God, he's going to create a scene in public. So can you imagine what he's like when he's not in public? And you just think that's entitlement there, you know, privilege all for say. I said, don't worry, there's not going to be much on royalty, but when I saw these, you just think, yeah, that just sums up royalty for you know. Yeah, according to this, royal beekeeper has informed the Queen's bees that the Queen has died. We have jumped the shark, everyone. We are mental, aren't we? As a country, we are off the scale, bonkers. Barking mad, bonkers, aren't we? No wonder we voted for Brexit. Oh, yeah, this is Tory Britain for you. This is a guy called Jim Merry filmed yesterday. How he said over a year ago, I interviewed Southern Water about this very issue, raw diesel spilling into the Lower River test. They told me they were looking into it. Then they threatened litigation if I released the interview. And today the oil still spills and kills. And
so here we are, another downpour, another pollution event in Southern Water. There's been a downpour, so it's all drained off, all the oil, all the runoff from Nursling Trading Estate has come down through this not fit for purpose interceptor and gone straight into the Lower River test.
yeah, no, and for him, like as he says, he's went to see him last year, and they're looking into it. In other words, I don't really give a shit. What are we doing to this country? This Tory party is just absolutely the pits, aren't they? They are just absolute don't give a monkeys, do they? And it's point when you see them now, they just don't even bother hiding it now, do they? They just eat. You see them all saying the quite a bit out loud, and they just don't care. Southern Water, I think you needs something shoved right up your posteriors, because you need to get your asses into gear. That's disgusting. Can you? Oh, what are we doing to our rivers and streams? It's just absolute disgusting. I'm lost for words for sometimes when I say this stuff, because just think that's just hideous. Look, you can imagine the the out what goes into that water was doing to the fish in there. I bet you certainly won't want to eat anything that you catch in there, then, would you? Certainly not. Simon Harris, eh? This is brilliant, Simon Harris. Can't remember. He used to do a little something on Facebook. I've forgotten what it was called, but he does the little bits. Now, I don't know if you remember seeing the Daily Mail headline about somebody. Apparently, the other day there was a cloud that looked like the Queen. Forever sarcastic Simon Harris says, "I cannot believe it. Looked up at the clouds today, and I could definitely see an aerosol consisting of a visible mass of miniature liquid droplets, frozen crystals, or other particles suspended in the atmosphere of a planetary body of similar space. Beautiful. Cannot stop crying." Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. People have been posting that headline from the Daily Mail saying, "Is this meant for real?" You know, like we're saying with the royal beekeeper telling the queen bee that the queen has died. So, must be true. But yeah, well, good work, Simon Harris. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, just makes me laugh. Oh, this is Super Granny. Flying Grandma. Yeah. I get the feeling she was quite enjoying that. I'm young again. Oh. We'll probably get through a lot of these, but I like that. Uncontrollable tippy taps right before adoption. You go, lad. He looks happy. Man, sure. I think it's a crying shame that you have to have that dogs are put in that situation. Should always have a happy home, shouldn't they? Keeping it real. Oh. 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 Yeah, enjoy your weekend. Oh, and that's sweet. When I first watched that, I thought any minute now is lulling them into a false sense of security. Right, have it, lunge, and dragging it along the road, off into bush. Yes, imagine if birds had arms. That'd probably be me, actually, with guitar. Let's see if there's any sound in this. Oh, sorry. That sort of stuff just tickles me. This one is not all heroes wear capes. And like, it's got no fucks to give, has it? I'm wearing this curtain and I don't give a monkeys. Good lad. Yeah, this is really. Let's say we're doomed. Our what you call it, is he our new business secretary? Well, if these little clips are anything to go by, we are up shit creek without a paddle.
This is your new business secretary,
Yeah.
Jacob Rees-Mogg. He's the minister now in charge of workers' rights. So what does he really think of our hard-won rights?
It is very hard to believe that the right to paid holiday is an absolute moral right. Mr. Deputy Speaker, you will rule me out of order if I think raising the minimum wage would be extremely unwise, so I wouldn't dare to say it. And I want to urge Her Majesty's government to go much further, to abolish national pay bargaining altogether. And what we need to do is to go much, much further so that every school, every hospital decides the pay rates that it will give to its employees. Speaker, I was concerned about his attack on the Victorian age, which I think was one of the finest ages in British history, when most employers were benevolent, kindly, good, and not out of a Dickens novel. They were more Trollope than Dickens, by and large.
Yeah, as somebody who read The Ragged Trouser Philanthropist, I would disagree with him when he talks about in the Victorian age, these owners and businessmen, they were kind and whatever. They were not. And judging by what I read in that book, those who were living in poor and destitute, who were poverty and destitution, they weren't happy. That's for certain. But yeah, that's very, very interesting. And if I get to it, there's a very, very interesting piece about our Jacob Rees-Mogg and our U-turn Lizzie's new cabinet. Well, it talks about basically, we used to say the EIG was the tail that wagged the dog. Well, I think they've fully grown, taken over it now, judging by the amount of appointments our Liz Truss has made. I think it's 8, possibly 9 ERG members in a cabinet. So it's a full-on takeover now, isn't it, with the ERG. Oh, this is priceless. Look at dog's face. Not happy. Oh, you think it's a game? Yes. Look at his face. Not happy. Not happy. Just waiting for his moment. And have it. I just loved his face. He didn't look impressed, did he? He looks ready to tear it from limb to limb. I love them videos. They're so funny. Animals that can just do some of the most stunningly silly things. Oh, this is brilliant. This is why we truly deserve dogs. Now, if my dog did this, well, there's no chance my dog do this. My dog just pisses the bed, so I'll just say, but it's when we're asleep anyway. Yes. Yes. Move all dangerous objects. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's a bit nippy, a bit chippy now. That's it. Cover them up. And oh yes, what's best thing? Turn the lights out. Yes. We truly don't deserve dogs, should I say? Yes. Man's best friend. This is what perfect day to bury bad news. Looks like I just came across this tweet, and you know, sometimes when you look into the comment section, you see what people have to say. Get to that next. It says, sorry to break this, but I've just heard that the government says no increases in benefit levels until April 2023. Benefits are currently set at 3.1%, while inflation stands at 9%. What a caring government are. Today, like millions of disabled adults and children, I feel so utterly abandoned. And as I came into the sex, as I looked into the section, comment section below, somebody put it, it's asked, is this true? And somebody said, just received in today's post, it's from a guy, obviously MP Andrew Jones, said, "Dear whoever, thank you for contacting me about social care. I am pleased to support the government, which is committed to tackling the problems in adult social care, head on creating a sustainable adult care system that is fit for the future." As you may be aware, the government has announced a cap on care costs and more generous means testing for care which will benefit all adults. From October 2023, the amount anyone in England will need to spend on their personal care over their lifetime will be capped at £86,000. Those who have assets below £20,000, now, I don't know anybody who will have a house that's under £20,000. So, will not have to pay anything for their care from the assets, however, may still need to make a contribution towards their care costs from their income. To allow people receiving means-tested support to keep more of their own income, I welcome that the government has frozen the minimum income guarantee so that it will rise in line with inflation. The level of the MIG is reviewed annually, with the next review due in January 2023. I understand that there are currently no plans to increase the MIG further than already announced. Arseholes out there. Notwithstanding this, I will pass your concerns on to ministers, who will just smile and wave and say, "Yes, so what? They're only plebs." Regarding disability-related expenditure percentages, I have written to North Yorkshire County Council to ask if there is any opportunity to increase the allowance percentage permitted for household energy bills. I will be in touch when I receive a response. Once again, thank you for contacting me. Yours sincerely, get the teeth in, Andrew Jones MP. What a slimy little shit. Yeah, talk about time to bury bad news. So if you're on, if you're struggling, looks like you're on your own with this government. Man, sure what do you expect from this government? Oh, this is brilliant. What's the car here? Real hero. Have it. Other cat just scarping off. The animals are so funny, aren't they? You might get the odd one or two animals in here, but it's just brilliantly funny. Oh, this is I don't know. Oh, come on. Get your shit together. Right. That will be... I've got to admit, this will be me too. You know, when you meet someone the first time, don't go to anywhere where you have to use chopsticks, because you're going to make yourself look like a right clown. Go to a fish and chip shop or something. No, I don't, I'm only kidding, but yeah, I felt sorry for a bit. Oh, the poor lass. Doing her best to impress. Oh, I've been spotted. Poor lass. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know if any of you are seeing this guy on Twitter. Call him Dave. How many days public mourning do we have to do with Prince Andrew when Prince Andrew pegs it? I just put a pepperoni pizza from Pizza Express in Woking. This is the article I was talking about. I don't know if I'll be able to do anything about it. But this is appointment. Right, basically, just give me a quick minute. But basically, it says saying that the UK's new Prime Minister is surrounding herself with hardline figures who were previously on the fringe of the Conservative movement. This is a report by Adam Baincoff, and I think this is absolutely brilliant. Where he says, after Boris Johnson's departure as Prime Minister, there was a real opportunity for his successor to show that she is a serious operator who is determined to tackle the deep and complex crisis now facing the UK. Within hours, it became clear that Truss is not going to take that opportunity. Even if she had done nothing else with her first day in office, her decision to appoint Jacob Rees-Mogg as the man responsible for business, energy and climate policy demonstrates beyond any doubt that she is not a serious figure, and this is not a serious government. Well, it's not, is it really? On tackling climate change, Rees-Mogg is well known and long-standing denier, and who has previously suggested that the overwhelming scientific consensus demonstrating a link between rising levels of carbon dioxide and rising temperatures is in fact much debated. I don't think you ask people living in Pakistan what they think about your views, then Jacob Rees-Mogg, I think they'd slightly disagree. In the past, he has urged the government to end its environmentalist obsession with tackling the problem, saying that it is unrealistic and unaffordable to do so. Instead, he has suggested that the UK should concentrate on adapting to the changes by doing things like dredging rivers on the Somerset levels. Yeah, that's it. Sure. Going backwards, aren't we? Also, he's an opponent of renewable energy and a champion of fossil fuels. Shocker. Saying that he would like my constituents to have cheap energy rather more than I would like them to have windmills. Boo! Sorry for J-Dog impersonation. Sounded more Charles and Jacob Rees-Mogg, but anyway. In recent years, he has also suggested the government should drop its commitment on net zero, which he has labelled the biggest obstacle in removing European regulations after Brexit. The source of Rees-Mogg's opposition to tackling climate change is open to debate. However, it is worth noting that he has held close ties to organisations and companies with connections to the fossil fuel industry. Who would have thought, eh? In 2014, Rees-Mogg was referred to the parliamentary standards regime after he repeatedly spoke to the House of Commons chamber in support of the oil and gas, tobacco and mining industries without first declaring that he was the founder and director of Somerset Capital Management, which then held millions of pounds worth of investments in those sectors. In 2017, he also met with the former Donald Trump advisor Steve Bannon, whose website Breitbart News has championed those who deny the science of climate change. During the Conservative leadership campaign, there was some bemusement from commentators about Truss' apparently obsessive dislike for solar farms, which she repeatedly committed to clamping down on, while committing to start fracking in the UK instead. Well, we also I wonder what her Chancellor thinks about fracking. By appointing Rees-Mogg to this brief, it is clear that this is not just a statement of personal bugbear, but a clear signal of the damaging direct she intends to take the country. And on Rees-Mogg, other areas of responsibility, the signs are, if anything, even more worrying. After Boris Johnson appointed him to the position of Brexit Opportunities Minister, Rees-Mogg soon made it clear where his priorities lay, by telling the Times that he wanted to look at reducing both workers' rights and food standards. On workers' rights, Rees-Mogg told the paper that the government wanted to now see who needs protection and who doesn't. Yes, I think we know where we're going here. Saying, frankly, most people working in the City of London do not need a lot of protection from their employer. He's saying, insisting that instead, sometimes the employer would think they need more protection from the employee. Yeah, just says it. We are screwed, aren't we? Good God. He added that it's wrong to assume that absolutely everybody needs the same level of employment protection, because they don't. What a shit. By appointing Rees-Mogg to this role, Truss has given a clear signal of the direction she intends to take the country. His appointment also follows reports that she is planning her own bonfire of workers' rights, with working hours extended and the right to rest breaks reduced. Just going to slave labour, innit? However, it's not just workers' rights that Rees-Mogg wants to slash, but protections for consumers too. Earlier this year, he suggested that checks on food and other goods entering the UK could be stripped back, referring to regulations which require the quality of tuna imported from Thailand to be checked. Rees-Mogg suggested that only 1% of such shipments should now be checked in future. We're just going to be a smuggler's paradise, aren't we? Good God. This is all part of a broader agenda related to Britain's exit from the EU. Rees-Mogg has previously stated that he believes that Brexit is an opportunity to radically strip back on government regulations, telling a select committee in 2016 that any regulations was good enough for India should be good enough for the UK. What a prat. He also believes that the radical deregulation should be extended to government, with the state stepping back from providing certain services at all. He wrote in the Telegraph last month that the real opportunity for Brexit came from slashing the size of the state, saying, When I was appointed Minister of Brexit Opportunities and Government Efficiency, I said that the two adjacent responsibilities were one of the same. Our departure from the European Union necessitates a rethinking of the British state. This means going beyond ministers looking for fiscal trims and haircuts and considering whether the state should deliver certain functions at all. Oh, God. Sorry for the crappy Rees-Mogg impersonation. I'm not Mike Garwood, never professed to be. But anyway, well, let's continue. None of this would matter as much if Rees-Mogg was somehow a fringe figure in Truss government, or if his known views were completely out of line with her own. However, Truss senior appointments suggest that far from being an abhorrent, Rees-Mogg is in fact the beating ideological heart of her government. Mogg is just one of several senior figures from the hardline European Research Group, which we all know of, Conservative MPs who have made it into her cabinet. Other ERG figures in Truss' top team include her new Home Secretary, Suella Braverman. Good God. It's like getting rid of Attila the Hun and replacing them with Genghis Khan. Yeah. Jesus. As well as Chris Eaton-Harris, who she has made Northern Ireland Secretary, former ERG Chairman Steve Baker, who has also been a vocal media cheerleader for Truss in the days following her victory. Truss' close advisers follow a similar mould, her senior appointment including her chief economic adviser, Matt Sinclair, who is the former chief executive of the shady radical libertarian pressure group, the Taxpayers Alliance. Sinclair is on the record as appointing some government initiatives to tackle climate change and is the author of the book Let Them Eat Carbon. Sounds like a lovely man, doesn't he? Which is described as a polemic on the burgeoning climate change industry. Sinclair also backs Rees-Mogg's plan to radically shrink the size of the state and has previously proposed huge cuts to departmental budgets. Jesus. Other senior appointments made by Truss in the past 24 hours have included figures who previously worked for other notable hard-right pressure groups, including the Institute of Economic Affairs and the Adam Smith Institute. Oh, good God. While Truss' predecessor also courted many of these same figures and organisations, he mostly kept them on the fringes of his government, while Rees-Mogg may have been one of Johnson's most visible media cheerleaders. The former Prime Minister only ever gave him token positions. As leader of the House and then Brexit Opportunities Minister, Rees-Mogg was never given any real departmental responsibilities. For all his flirting with the hard right fringe of his party, the most senior figures in Johnson's government were almost all serious figures. Whatever the criticisms of politicians like Rishi Sunak and Sajid Javid, these were both substantial figures from the mainstream centre of the Conservative Party. The same cannot be said for Rees-Mogg or Breverman. No shit, Sherlock. Johnson was mostly able to keep the hard right of his party at a relative distance for the simple reason that he had his own power base among the British public. By winning such a large majority, Johnson was able to keep his own party on board, even while pursuing centre-ground policies on issues like the environment, public sector spending and welfare. It was only as his position with the public weakened towards the end of his premiership that he became more reliant on the sort of fringe culture war issues that so obsessed the right of his party. By contrast, Truss has entered Downing Street without any strong support base among either the public or her own party. In the leadership election, she won the lowest level of support from her own MPs of any success. Get the teeth in, start that again. Just do a running jump at it. Sorry about these guys. Why are you watching me? I'm only kidding. But anyway, any leadership election, she won the lowest level of support from her own MPs for any successful candidate ever, as well as the lowest level of support among party members of any candidate elected under that system. That she is Prime Minister at all is only because she managed to position herself as the lead candidate of the right of her party. By doing so, she managed to scrape into the final round, after which she was always likely to win a majority of the party's overwhelming right-leaning membership. Now, I said at the start, when the leadership started, I said to my wife and I said to my kids, and they thought I'd just nearly cutting off to Funny Farm. I said, if Liz Truss gets it final too, she will win it. Because when you look on Conservative home, she's incredibly popular. So it didn't surprise me when she won it. The weakness can already be seen in the makeup of her cabinet, which is overwhelmingly dominated by figures who backed her candidacy while excluding many senior figures who instead backed her opponent, Rishi Sunak. There's decency on the hard right of her party. It's decency. Yeah, I looked and I think, what am I saying? Decency and hard right of the Tory party just don't go together. This dependency, idiot, on the hard right of her party will make her deeply vulnerable, both within her own party and among public opinion. While in better times, being a pet creature of the right of the Conservative Party may have been survivable, in the current crisis it will inevitably lead to her making bad and unpopular decisions. There are already signs of this, with senior figures in her team briefing that she planned to make the public pay back energy bill support over decades while refusing to levy any new tax on oil and gas companies. Public backlash to that proposal already appears to have triggered a partial U-turn. You get the feeling it'll become a more visible U-turn will be coming in the distance. But you say, with the plan now likely to be financed by general taxation rather than new energy bill levy. However, a repeated ruling out of any new taxes, even on those companies making hundreds of billions of pounds worth of unexpected profits from this crisis, shows that her dependence on a hardline right of the Conservative movement is likely to cost her dearly by the time of the next general election. And I think there is something that, because we all know that the absolute fringe, lunatic fringe of her party, they're just off on another planet. They're on another scale than us. We all heard what she was saying. It was just bonkers stuff what she was repeating. She knew her base, didn't she? It was clearly obvious she knew her base, and she knew what to say, but pandering to that lot is going to be totally different to trying to pander to the public for a general election, isn't she? So, but yeah, very, very good article, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, Jacob Rees-Mogg didn't declare £6 million in cheap loans from his own company. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I might actually look that up sometime later on. Yeah. It was reported that Rees-Mogg borrows up to $2.94 million a year in cheap directors' loans from his Cayman Islands linked company, Celestin Limited, but did not declare them to parliamentary authorities. You do shock me. I'm surprised. What a shocker. Yeah. I bet he's also see that he didn't get to be the first PM in King Charles' era. Brilliant. Oh, top class. But yeah, it was a very, very interesting article. I always like to dip into Byline Times and then now and again, because you get some brilliant articles. But oh yes, let's have a like we've all had dogs, and there's certain rooms of the house they're not allowed to, and when nobody's looking, you know they're gonna do. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My dog does that. The thing is, what she tends to do is she has this certain attitude where you'll be just sat there, she'll go at your feet and go right on her belly, and she'll look at you as if to say, tickle me, human. And one of the favourite times to do it is, you'll be sat there in your tea, and she's there at your bottom of your feet looking at you with a puppy dog eye saying, tickle me, human. And just think, Patterdale. And then she's making the oh yes. And then she'll go to somebody else, and then she'll come back to, and my tea gets cold. Shit, she is. Oh, she's lovely. She's getting on a bit now, but she's lovely. All this is Best Actor Award goes to Yes? 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 You didn't see anything? Nothing to see here. Not gonna get that now. You've been busted, lad. Just accept it, you've been busted. Well, you're licking a hand, not the food. Oh, please. Oh, thank you. I love the look on his dog's face. Yes, nothing to see here. Not doing anything human. Nothing to see here. Yes. What do you think is going to come out of that tunnel? Is it a train? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a cat. When I first saw that, first thought was, never saw that one coming. Oh, dear. Yeah, 2 soups. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? I don't think she had that spaced out look at her face if to say, do a bow, do a curtsy. I'll just do both. What are you? She's just an absolute cretin, isn't she? Everything just looks like so forced and fake. Oh, this is absolute belter. Watch in the background. It's that hit the right note, didn't it? Ouch. Now this, to me, this sums up this week. Just sums up. You know, never seen a picture speak so many words. Yes. Homeless guy next to a picture of our recent passing of the Queen, should we say? Never a true word said, is it? Brexit, welcome to the Brexit Britain. I'll say. And where this government is going, I will probably say they are going to be even worse, aren't they? Even worse times ahead. Oh, this is now. This is not about the young lady dancing. It's not about the man who they look at just watching the background. Something tells me this woman is this guy's girlfriend. Dear. Oh, just look at them eyes, you know. Jesus Christ. She looked ready to tear him limb from limb, didn't she? Oh. Jesus. Oh, yes. Whoops. Come on. Al, this is Champions League, and look at the size of that pint. Telling you, that's the reason why when us men come home and we get there, where have you been? Thought you said you were only going out for a pint. You need to realise The pints are that big. What a waste. What a waste. I started sweating, you know. My teeth started to itch when I was watching that. I was thinking, that could have been mine. Dear. Oh, this is I've got to say, when I first saw this, I was in hysterics laughing. These are just, I think they do these to cut them, I think it's like quarter pictures and whatever, and makes it look like you're flying in the air. One slight tiny flaw in the plan. But this is now fair play to this young lady. This is the same thing, but outfit proper, gone for it, big style with the outfit. Oh, we're in hysterics. Now, I can't remember where I found it, but you know when you scroll down the comments, some of the pictures that I'd seen, I was just in tears, laughter. I was just in hysterics. It was just so funny. Oh dear. When you're in this world of shit, sometimes you just all we have is laughter. But abracadabra. This is top notch. Top notch abracadabra. Paul Daniels has got nothing on this lad. His face at the end was brilliant. Now this is an interesting. This is something I never thought about. Can rabbits swim? Can they swim? Oh, bright eyes bursting like fire. Sorry, I haven't got the voice of Art Garfunkel. Sorry. Well, there's a name for the youngsters. Art Garfunkel. Yes, and when I saw that, I thought to myself, well, of course they're going to swim. It's actually it's funny. You don't see many rabbits, and you're never going to get a chance to see them swim anyway. But right. This is sensible moment now. This is what we should all now stand and rise for this rendition of God Save the King.
No.
A big crescendo. Excellent rendition. Excellent rendition. Oh, yes, look at that. Perfect timing. This is the best jump you will ever see. Best jump. Have it. Boom. That made me laugh. Liz Truss curtsies like it's her first night in a gay bar. Well, I just bellied up laughing. Just absolutely. You know, what's that? Oh. Everything just looks so hard work and forced, doesn't it? You think, what's he? Oh dear. Really just an idiot, isn't she? Now this was a very interesting bit of a thread, because it's not something I've really taken much interest in, you know, when it comes to what's been happening in Ukraine. But this guy had something very, very interesting. He talks about yesterday, our Russian officer captured in the Kharkiv, I think that's front. He was assumed to be a local commander. He was, in fact, Lieutenant General Andrei Shevoy. That's my accent. I'm like Alan Brazil on talks, but I do struggle with those Greek names. General in the Command Russian West Group is the most senior Russian. I'm not going to. Don't ask me to pronounce his name. You can forget it. But anyway, he's got a little bit of a Twitter thread, and it's quite interesting. Now I don't know whether there's any truth in it, but it's a bit of an interesting thread. So people on Twitter haven't really begun thinking through the implications of the capture of Russian Lieutenant General, whatever his name is. If Ukraine got him, they overrun his headquarters and all the paper and electronic records held there intact. He goes on to say, it isn't just a matter of codes, ciphers and operational plans and the disasters those represent. That headquarters has all the Russian government political and military policy directives that reach the front headquarters from pre-war planning to date. It has also the filtration lists, the kill lists, all the information on who and what to ethnically cleanse. It also has all the various Russian government ministry directives on what to steal from Ukraine and who to send it to. This is such a systemic... Get the teeth in. This is such a systemic level of documentation of Russian war crimes and who did them. It will need its own globally hosted electronic Holocaust research centre to process them for war crimes trials for the next 80 years. Wow. It will have ongoing political appreciations of Western governments that were applicable to the front's operations. This will provide Ukraine considerable leverage against a whole lot of EU and US politicians for decades. It will have Russian technical examinations and impressions of all the various Western weapons used against captured by Russia. Used against and captured by Russia. Why are you watching this? I'm terrible at my job. And the Russian view of their countermeasures against those weapons. And it has copies of lists of all the Russian agents of influence, collaborators, and the front area of operation. These who include lists of individuals in non-government organisations, journalists and media organisations operating in Ukraine. And finishes off with, Ukraine has captured what amounts to information weapon nuclear arsenal to use against Russia and Russia's tools, fools, and for generations. And I'm not even going to pronounce that last bit. Do you know, when I read that, you know, earlier on, read it sweet as a nut. When it comes to it, shit. Never mind. But anyway, what do you guys think? Well, that's quite an interesting thread, isn't it? That's really, really interesting. Now, I don't know whether there's any truth in it, but if it's true, that's very, very interesting, isn't it? But yeah, this was Nigel Farage. Oh dear, Nigel Farage, a screechy reverse ferret, in 2 tweets. The Queen is dead. Long live the King. But before that, useless Prince Charles wants to destroy the monarchy, and he'd better shut up fast. Cretin. This is one of my favourite pictures. That is top class. This is the entire UK right now summarised in one image. Yes. I think that's me. Not But the thing is, look how patriotic our Rick Mail is. He's so patriotic, even his wangers at half mast. But yeah, somebody pointed that out and I just bellied up laughing, and I think, yeah, at least we now know in bottom we know where they kept the family budget, don't we? Jesus Christ. Oh. This is a great tweet. I've got a bottle of milk in the fridge that has seen 2 prime ministers and 2 monarchs. Mad. Yeah, so I. But I think I'll leave this. I'll leave the tweets for this final. This was quite an interesting one. Thangam Debonair. What's it about the former Shell employee, the new Prime Minister, that means she's so determined to protect the £170 billion of excess profits of oil and gas companies? She must choose whose side is she on. I think you'll find that she's already decided whose side she's on.
The energy price cap increases in less than a month. Without the legislation, families will suffer. It's days away that the bills go up. So when are we going to do this? So the government dropped a bill on Monday, didn't turn up on Tuesday, did something else on Wednesday, and here they are planless on Thursday. We've been calling for action on energy bills for months. Yep. We could have passed legislation to breach the energy price cap by now. Throughout her leadership campaign, the Prime Minister consistently says she's against windfall taxes. What is it about former Shell employee, the new Prime Minister, that means she is so determined to protect the £170 billion of excess profits of oil and gas? She must choose which side she's on. Labour's plan, backed by the country, fully funded by a windfall tax on oil and gas. The Prime Minister making working people pay. New Prime Minister, same story. Only Labour can tackle the cost of living crisis, get money back into people's pockets and deliver a fresh start for Britain.
Now, the thing is, what I found really, really funny over the last couple of days is that over the last, how many weeks, was it 6, 7 weeks where they were in recess, you know, the country's on fire, you know, cost of energy prices going through the roof, demanding for to come back to Parliament. No, not having none of it. Bodges on his jollies. Can't be with it. As soon as the Queen dies, can't wait to come in on Saturday, Friday and Saturday, all of them, could they, you know. I'll tell you who I think will be incandescent. Will be our Bodge Jobson. He will have loved this. He would have made it all about himself. There he is on the back bench, having to do his shitty speech about, the woman he lied to provoke Parliament and partied like it was 1999 as the night before her husband was going to be buried. He sat there, and you've got all the right-wing grifters like Andrew Pierce spouting utter guff and nonsense about what a wonderful speech he did, and such heartfelt, so there were probably even better speeches than his, and he looked like scarecrow, like as I said before. He's wearing that suit that he's pinched off the washing line of Rumpole of the baler, and these people just follow back out as though he stole the show. I haven't watched it because I can't stand listening to the cretin at the best of times. But, we've got the cost of living crisis, and they couldn't be asked to come back to Parliament to debate the situation. But as soon as the Queen dies, couldn't wait to get in. We know where their priorities lie, don't they? I think this is a brilliant picture, actually. I saw this on Friday. Top class. The river is contaminated with fecal bacteria. Welcome to London. Look who's in the background. Pretty Awful Patel. Sign saying, need a job. Looking out to see her at the job centre, DWP. I went to see mine on Friday, and she wasn't best pleased. Oh, well. She's one of these where she says, got to remain positive. And she says, we got there, she says, hiya, how have you been? His wife says, I've been laid up in bed. Been laid up in bed for the last few weeks. I've been suffering badly with my back because I've got these pills, for me high cholesterol, and I've had to take because I've got hypertension because due to my operation, my mobility is shot to pieces because I used to be on my feet 8 hours a day, and after that, if I'm stood up for 10 minutes, I'm in agony. So I'm on strong painkillers that'll knock me out. And so anyway, when she says, he's been in bedbound practically for over weeks on these strange painkillers, strong Codamol, as strong as you can get. I said, that's nice, lovely, but we must remain positive. I just think, you're an idiot. See, the thing is, I think she's one of these where, you've got she's statistic. I'm just a statistic. Not interested about problems I have to deal with. I know full well I'm never going to get a job. not because the strong painkillers that I take is just going to knock me out. So, but anyways, as things go on, she's getting more and more irate with me because of a simple reason. I'm just saying, yeah, whatever, yeah, whatever, and how would you cope if you had your money taken off you? I just looked at my wife and I just went, looks like sugar sandwiches again. See, there's a business opportunity. And I think, you rat. Number 3, do accept donations, or does that screw your benefits? If I'm honest, I just have a PayPal and stuff like that. I have a Patreon, but I don't really know what to do with it. It's something I've had for a while. I've tried doing little bits and bats with it. I put the odd things, but I don't really. yeah, there probably will be. I'll tell you a tale. You talk about heavy goods driver anyway. but there was we walked in a job centre. There was a guy with a prosthetic leg, and me and my wife looked at each other thinking, Really. And he told us that they rung me up, said there's a job opportunity of putting cones on motorways. And you just think, stunned. It's like they've got me on this restart to work scheme. And to be fair, they're really, really nice and understanding, because I walk in and I've been passed from pillar to post because they don't really know what to do with me. And they say, how are you, and this and that and the other. So, how's your claim getting on? They're not putting any pressure on me. Like, and it's just the work coach Alfred works and pensions. She's just an absolute cretin. But anyway, never mind. But this is where we are, and we've got to finish on this. We've got to finish on the Twitter on this bit. This is absolute dynamite. Michael Sheen. I'll just say, I'm not Welsh, but if he were my coach, I'd run through brick walls for him.
As a proud Welshman, you must be excited to be playing England in the World Cup this winter. Oh, yeah. Can I ask you, could you give us a little burst of the sort of rousing speech that you might give the Welsh lads before the game?
Oh, my God, that's a big responsibility.
Yes. Can we have some music, please?
All right, I'll get in the right headspace now. Okay. Amarohi. I hear the voices singing. Speed your journey, boys, boys, back. One nation, singing with one voice. A song of hope, a song of courage, a victory song that floats through the valleys like a red mist, rolls over the mountain tops like crimson thunder. A red storm is coming to the gates of Qatar. It crackles with the spirit of 58 and Jimmy Murphy's boys. It turns the pages of the history books and finds Rob's page, waiting, still to be written. What will you write in there, boys? Dare you write your names on that page? We haven't waited 64 years and come halfway around the world to be troubled by a neighbour from back home. When the English come knocking on our door, let's give them some sugar, boys! Let's give them some Welsh sugar! They've always said we're too small, we're too slow, we're too weak, too full of fear. But Amarohi, you sons of speed, as they fall around us, we are still here!
Brilliant. That is just, when I first watched that, you just feel the hair on the back of your neck standing up. It is just brilliant. Absolutely. Right. Yeah, let's say, I'll say one or two people saying, "Oh, you kept that quiet in this live stream." It was just an off the cuff thing, because I'm not sure I know what I'm doing on live stream, and I thought if I'd planned it all up and made a pig's ear of it, I'd rather make a pig's ear with it. Well, I know not what I'm doing, and then just basically we just float on together, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I enjoyed that. So what did you think of the stream then? Did you enjoy yourselves? Yeah, I'm the same, Alison. I don't know what I'm doing, half the time. Wife just usually says, I'll say something, shut up, you idiot, and I'll say, all right, my love. Oh, thanks back, and Smith, yeah. Do it again. Yeah, I probably will do. once I feel a bit more comfortable and know what I'm doing, I'll probably start setting some times, you know, and because yeah, I know what you mean, Lefty Boat. It's one of them things. If I'd have planned it, made a pig's ear of it, and I'd have just felt as though I'd let you down. That's all. If you know what I mean. But once I get a bit more comfortable. Thanks, number 3. You follow me on Twitter. Yeah. See, the thing is, I'm just a terrible shill. I'm just terrible. I don't promote myself enough. And I think it's just one of them things where I just say, why would anybody want to listen to me? You know, I'm just a dour Yorkshire bloke who talks drivel. but oh yeah, thanks, Ronnie H. Yeah, to be honest, I enjoyed doing it and all. Yeah, you know, when you do something a little bit different and you just a little bit unsure of yourself, you get that little nervousness in the pit of your stomach. You're thinking, I get the feeling this is going to fall flat on its face. I'm going to make a complete cretin of myself. And and everybody think, that DB is just an idiot, a bit of a bell tap. But yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, means a lot to me, you know. I was saying formative content. I do try, and also I just wanted to entertain as well, you know, because like last couple of days it's been wall to wall about the Queen. As I say, I'm not really a royalist, but we all like a little bit of gallows humour, you know. And I thought, well, I'll just get a load of funny stuff together, you know. Let's just enjoy the Saturday night, something different, because last couple of nights I don't know what to do with myself, because it's been a case of my Friday and Saturday nights usually planned with listening to Nick Abbott and his funny noises. Well, he's been taken off, you know. Can't have fun. We've got to be all dour and miserable and do what Dan Wootton does and hate on Meghan and Harry for whatever reason, you know, because and you've got to see them all, you know, accidentally on Aki's mad, mate, how are you doing? Only caught last 20 minutes. Yeah, I know. Oh, cheers, mate. I'll hold you to that motivational speech on Max's channel. I'll hold you to that, my friend. Yeah, I understand what you mean. I only did it off the cuff because I just thought, if I plan it, put a time on it, and I make a pig's ear of it, and it goes off, and you're all sat there waiting, and I just didn't want to let you down. So I thought, well, if it works and nobody's there, then it builds up. Then I know I'm on the right tracks, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I probably will do it again, Ronnie H. Yeah, I probably will do, because I feel a bit more confident. As though, so when I was setting up, I'm thinking, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? What if it dives, you know, dies a slow death where I'm just left with Reg, Steve and Tommy and Patch the dog, you know? So, but yeah, I will do this again, because like, I followed me on Twitter. Thanks, Lefty Boy, you know. Yeah. But yes, think you might need to bleep most of. I'm sure I can handle your Queen's English, Aki's mad. No, I can't say that. No, King's English, whatever, you know. Saxon language, should we say? Yes. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, I will do regularly. Yeah, it's just that I just wanted to do it this way, because, like I say, if it had just bombed, you know, I would have been. Nick Abbott isn't on Elvis. No, what it is, because like with now that the Queen's died. They all expect us to go into 10 days of mourning, must be sad and unhappy, so they've just taken him off this week. And But yeah, I will do. I'm afraid I've been thinking of doing a YouTube channel for ages. Cheers, mate. Yeah, you should do it because I think they call it Think Media. One of their mottos is just got to press record. And if the first one is a bit naff, I think on my very first videos, I probably still haven't got any views, and I won't watch either. It's shit, but it's just that springboard. It's like you first dip your toe into it, and then you go a little bit deeper and a little bit deeper. And I like when I did that first video, if somebody said to me, "You'll be live streaming with 10,000 subscribers," I'd have just looked at you and as if to say, "You need kind of to Funny Farm. Nobody want to listen to me, some clown up in Yorkshire." All right, Lee Con, how are you doing? Yeah, I totally agree. Radio is depressing at the moment, only talking about the Queen and sad songs. Now, I usually have a bit of a Monday to Friday, I'll get up and I'll listen to a bit of James O'Brien. And as soon as I heard I was talking about the Queen, can't be bothered listening to that. Can't be bothered. Blackout telly. They said to kids, if you want to play out on Xbox or whatever, telly's yours for 10 days. Because I can't be bothered watching all that. It's like there's only so much you can do them on. And see, the thing is, when it comes to football, I don't understand why they've taken the football off. What's the point of that? And it's like today we've had the cricket. I've watched today's cricket. At first, I was a little bit on. I thought to myself, well, why are you putting the Test match on the third day? Because is that you, my little precious? Yes, it is. Oh, Taylor Thompson, that's my daughter. My lovely daughter. Oh, hell yes. TV is ours. Wah, 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 wah. Yes, it's all yours for the next 10 days. Unless you want to watch the Queen's funeral, which something tells me I don't think you do. Yeah, Lakon, yeah, no football, but cricket's continues, cinemas open, shops open. Makes us say, no, it don't to me, because it's like my team, I support Bradford City, they're away at Mansfield. And we're at Mansfield away, and it's a sellout. Now, wherever we go, we usually buy away tickets. And if I'm honest, a lot of them, I remember once we went to Doncaster and they were doing the price tickets for home matches for away fans. Now our ticket that time was 25 quid. I'm trying to think, who were the other two teams? One was Walsall, I'm sure. They were 23 quid. And there were another smaller team they were 21 quid. So they just knew that we would sell out and made a killing, and it's same here. But cheers, let's do it. Yeah. Looking forward to Monday. Just chill out, relax. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Certainly won't be watching
You must be excited too.
Oh, fuck off. Sorry about that language, but. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I might get one or two of my favourite films out. Maybe watch one of my favourites. Koyani Scarce, Life Out of Balance. That's one of my favourite films. Just love the music. And I might raid the DVD box or something, see if there's something I might fancy watching. It's like there's certainly won't be what. Yeah, Ben Shaw, yeah. Imagine a minute's silence for the Queen at Celtic Park. Yes, I can just well imagine. I can imagine we're wholeheartedly respected. Yeah, I certainly won't call you Muppets, but yeah, did enjoy what you did. To be fair, it was something I had in the back of my mind for a while, but I just didn't have the laptop to do it, and because it was just basically a case of my laptop were old, and it was something I was always thinking of doing. You know, just one or two people said, do a live stream, and I just didn't. And it was just something I thought about doing. But anyway, when I got to 10,000 subscribers, I thought, I'll share the celebration with you guys, because, you know, thank you, you know, just met a very old dour Yorkshireman, very happy. And it's probably one of the best birthday presents I could ever have. And so, well happy. So thank you for that, guys. And, yeah. But yeah, I did enjoy your live stream. What's it called? Is it the snowflake? I've forgotten what it is. I have a terrible memory. Sorry for that, Lee. You should watch it. You should watch their stream. It's really, really good. No, it's not sad. It's not sad, I'm afraid. You know, you do what you're comfortable with. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. I favour an interview format for my YouTube approach. If only so that I could talk to someone else. That's not sad. It's not sad. Yeah, the Snowflake show. Yeah, I couldn't think of this. Yeah, is it on Wednesday, Lee? Is it always on Wednesday? Yeah, go watch it. They're really, really good. They seem to know more than what to do than I do anyway. So, but yeah. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Every Wednesday, I watched it, enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. So, yeah, do it. Yeah. I thought it was Wednesday. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was, as I say, when it was coming close to 10,000, I thought to myself, if it gets to 10,000 this week, I'll just do a live stream and just do it, you know. But I thought, well, if I make a pig's ear of it, I'd feel dead guilty if I'd, you know, said over time, told you all, and then you're all sat there waiting for this bell tap to fuck it up. You know what I mean? But and I'd feel incredibly guilty, you know, for letting you down. That's all. So that if I do it off cuff, and if it's working, and if you come into it, then I'd feel a bit more comfortable with it. But yeah, I haven't got any super chats regularly. If I'm honest, I'm not sure how to do them anyway. Good night. Yeah, good night, Alison. Yeah, thanks for happy birthday. Yeah, have a good weekend. Chances are I'll probably be finishing pretty soon myself, actually, because there's only so much of a dour Yorkshireman you guys can, and you'll have so much telly. No, you won't have much telly to watch, will you? Or, but yeah, thanks for watching, Alison. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, as I say, I'm not sure how to do super chats anyway. My birthday's on Monday, Ben. Yeah, I'm 21, as you can tell with my boyish good looks. No, I will be 51 on Monday. Yes, you should wish. Yes, on Monday I would demand a minute's abuse for my birthday. Yeah, you going as well, number 3. Yeah, cheers. Thanks for turning up, and really appreciate it. Yeah, and Wednesday 9 p.m. turn up for the Snowflake show. Brilliant. I thoroughly enjoyed it. My God, 40 viewers. I'm stunned. Absolutely stunned. Been a highlight of your last 2 days. But I haven't got Netflix, but yeah, thanks for that, Ben. You know, it's it's just been. I just threw a lot of stuff together, a bit of funny stuff, because. Yeah, it's a bit of a shocker on Thursday. You can tell she just hung on to that. I'm going to get rid of that absolute blonde buffoon before I shift from this mortal coil. And a bit of a shock for everyone, like. But then when you think, yeah, no problems, Lee. You're more than welcome. Because I just thought your show was brilliant, and. As I say, everybody watched the Snowflake show, top class. And I just thought, if I get to 10,000, I think we just need a bit of a break from this expected to just sit about and mope about and mourn. There's only so much mourning. My Dowie Yorkshire accent playing up again. You can do for somebody you've never met and never likely to meet. Yeah, I know, Ben. I know. See, the thing is, like I've said, it's just something I did off the cuff because of a simple reason. If I fuck it up at the start, if I'd have planned it and fucked it up, I'd have felt guilty and I've felt I've let you down. So I'd rather do it this way, work my way to getting the stream done live and then moving on from there. But yeah, so I just thought do a little few funny stuff and interesting stuff and odd little article here and there, and and I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. As to be honest, I've really quite enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a education for me as well. It's been really, really enjoyable, and I certainly will do this again because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's just been. Don't know whether I'll be doing stuff like this, but I'm sure I'll come up with some interesting ideas on what to do next. So, right, my God, it's nearly we're shy of 10 minutes from 2 hours. My God, and the time flown by. My God, didn't seem like. I bet my All right. I mentioned it earlier, but there's a woman in Substreamer who has a sign on his wall that says, "Don't be afraid to make mistakes." Yeah, that's a good that's a good quote actually. Yeah. All right, Mad Monk. Yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I've really, really enjoyed it. But yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Well, you shouldn't be able to. Just like, when you think about it, if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn, do you? Yeah, it's a good, really, really good quote, is that? Yeah, I might write that down. Yeah, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Yeah, cheers for that, yeah. Don't worry about it. When my wife sees it, she'll probably do the same as well. Yes, Mike. Oh, cheers for that, Dave Moore. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, good night to you, and thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Well, yeah, you're not wrong there. Simon says, whatever mess I make, it certainly won't be as bad as the mess that the Tories make. Totally agree. Absolutely. Yeah, a wise man is a man who appreciates how little he knows. Cheers for that, Leeds 91. Yeah, thanks for happy birthday. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you. Right. All I shall say is thanks for stopping by, and thanks for making Saturday as enjoyable as... Hopefully you've enjoyed Saturday as much as this Saturday night as I have, last couple of hours. Certainly been fun, and I've had a good giggle, and hopefully you've had a good giggle. So, right, I shall leave this live stream here, and I shall bid you farewell, and take care. Have a good weekend, guys, and thanks for stopping by. See you soon.